Hey guys, welcome back to Staring at Noctowl. I got him for 50 cents. He's probably worth one, because, not great card. Actually, his Poke Power is not that bad. Once per turn, before you attack, you may draw a card. This power can't be used if Noctowl is affected by a special condition. Just being able to draw just for nothing. It doesn't say he has to be active, he can just be on the bench. Anyway, enough about Pokemon. We're here for real man's monster training games. Weird monster bullshit. Anyway, we're back with more Digimon Card Game. I don't know what that laugh was. It's like, sometimes you laugh. It's real early in the morning, so your body goes, you know that feel? I know you know that feel, viewer. Because you always be feeling that feel. Give yourself a kiss straight from me, just to remind yourself that you suck. Anyway, we're here to open up some more packs. I could try and open it over here just to, make sure that I don't hurt anything. But sometimes I just need to hurt someone. Just thought I'd remind you. I just thought I'd remind you that I'm a very violent person. Anyway, we're on to the third pack from, what's it called? Digital Hazard. And I'm still not really expecting anything like, how in other episodes I've been searching for certain cards? I really have no other search for anything. It's just like, get some cool cards. Maybe Meowsmon would be something, since they've been talking about him throughout this, like with Fist of the Beast King and stuff. So, getting that would be pretty cool. That's kind of the only goal, though. So, anyway, a first card of this episode is Digimon with Retaliation. He's just kind of flying. I mean, he did show up in Tamers, I believe, as like the first Digimon to fight Growlmon, if I remember correctly. And then the really sad episode happened afterwards where Takato thought he could never turn Guilmon back in, or Growlmon back into Guilmon, and it was like super, super depressing till the very end where he just turned back because he was hungry. I mean, we all knew he would degenerate back because they always do. At least tamer Digimon are. But, it was still sad in the end. So, thank you for reminding me of one of the most depressing episodes of Tamers, and there are a lot of those. Anyway, his inheritable reads, when attacking, you may trash the top two cards of your deck. Kind of what purples do. Kind of what a purple man does. Alright, we got ourselves Lopmon hanging out with Antilamon. Yeah, I was thinking maybe Wendigomon was down here, but nope, it's just Antilamon. I mean, literally, that's all Lopmon did in Tamers. It just went from, Lopmon to Antilamon, or Antilamon back to Lopmon, back to Antilamon and stuff, so. Really skipped over Wendigomon the entire time. Anyway, Lopmon's ability says, on play, if you have 3 or fewer cards, and Shu Chong Wong in play, hopefully I'm saying that right, recovery +1. So, really needs her in play, but then again, her own card plays Lopmon, so you're going to be getting something out of it. Not a bad looking card, but then again, not much of a reason to play. There's probably other Lopmons that would be a whole lot more beneficial to you. We got ourselves Growlmon. I don't know, where is it? Just in a random canyon burning absolutely fucking nothing, maybe the ground. He just doesn't like dirt. Anyway, his ability reads, when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 2000 DP or less. There's not many Digimon that are like that, and not many people will be running them. If you have a red tamer in play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. Now, that is a lot better, but you have to be running, there's a lot of red tamers you can run. Takato would be best in this situation, but there are other tamers you could also be using for a more general play, like Tai. Alright. Got ourselves another Horn Striker, and if you always, if you've seen more of this series beforehand, you'll know that cards that I have already gone over in earlier episodes I skip, but if you want to see their effects, go back to the episode beforehand. Anyway, another offensive plugin A. We're going to be running into a lot of copies just because there's only 74 different types of cards in this pack. So really, you're going to be seeing a lot of copies throughout. Anyway, we've got ADR02 Searcher, another D Reaper thing. And it says, also, it just looks like a weird disc thing. I don't really, there's no good way of describing it other than it. No, it doesn't even have, the shadows be messing with me, man. Then it says for its ability, you can include up to 50 copies of this card's card number in the deck. So, quite like Eosmon, if you've ever seen that card. You could have like a bunch of these in the deck, and you're only really going to be running 50 card decks, so I guess you could run the entire deck of this card. Don't know why you would, since it doesn't digivolve, meaning it wouldn't even be great for like Rookie or Rushdown or anything. Then its ability says, when you would play this card from your hand, reduces play cost by 2 if you have another ADR searcher in play. Really good at multiplication, I guess. Or just addition. Your turn, this Digimon can't attack players. Okay, then it's worthless then. Then on play, draw. Okay then. I guess you could multiply your field, but then again, since they can't attack players, they are absolutely worthless. I'm guessing they're meant to be used to create the Mother Reaper. Your turn, all Digimon with D-Reaper in their traits get plus 1000. The inheritable is great. The main effect just seems dumb, other than the drawing. I like to draw. We got ourselves Gorillamon, being one of the, well, it's part of, like, Henry's backstory with Terriermon, and why Terriermon came to the real world after getting its ass kicked by Gorillamon. So, more references to Tamers. Gorillamon's ability reads, on play, you may play one level 3 Digimon card from one of your blue Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying memory costs. You see how I was talking about last episode of Marine Angemon, the whole you could play that out of like a Digivolution card if you use the right card. This one doesn't target level 6s though, so not useful. Not useful. We got ourselves ADR 4 Bubbles. He is Bubbles. I don't get it. Anyway, its ability reads, security, you may place one ADR searcher you may place one of your ADR searchers from in play or from your hand under the Mother D Reaper as its bottom Digivolution card, which is probably why it's the only one that has an inheritable in this entire archetype. And then it has on play, you may place one of your ADR searchers from in play or from your hand under the Mother D Reaper. So you're just meant to do that. At least you can attack, which is much better than the searcher, I guess. Alright, we got ourselves Hopmon, and Kotomon, I think is its fresh form. So, this is the entraining form of Monodramon. And so, well, it doesn't have an ability. Its inheritable reads, your turn while you have a black tamer, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP. Basic and really not worth playing, but, you know, cool looking card. He's just kind of hopping on top of a destroyed car, I guess. I hate cars, so works good for me. And then we've got Jerry Kato. I wonder if, I'm betting there's Leomon in this pack, but I wonder if there's like going to be like Pangiamon, Grapple Leomon, Saber Leomon, Boncho Leomon, because all of my Leomons are green. So if I wanted to run Jerry in a Leomon deck, there's not many. I have like X-Antibody Leomon and Pangiamon, but no Saber Leomon or Boncho Leomon I have are blue, so... Actually, no, I do have a blue Saber Leomon. I completely forgot about that one. It's from base set, though, so... yeah, probably not going to be too useful. Anyway, Jerry's ability reads, on play you may play a Leomon from your hand without paying its memory costs. So I don't know if this counts as just a Leomon or any Leomon. I don't know. Opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks this, you may suspend this tamer to draw one. Not bad. And then security just playing it. I mean, this could be used in a more general sense. I guess you could run it with green Leomons and still be fine, I would say. Just because it really doesn't talk about colors. I would rather this be green, but I guess beggars can't be choosers, I guess. We got ourselves a Cyberdramon. Okay, 10,000 for an ultimate. That's my like barrier for saying, oh, this thing is probably worth playing. But it has an ability on top of it. When digivolving, you may play one Ryo Akiyama from your hand without paying its memory cost. Then your turn, while you have no tamers in play, this Digimon can't attack players. Kind of like how without Rio, Cybergemon would go insane and start just attacking people. Just because it's got Millennium Mon's like shit inside of them. If you don't know what that is, I guess you should play yourself the Rio games. But then again, the one where that actually happens is untranslated, so go fuck yourself. Wait until somebody decides to translate it. I have seen a video by Wonder Swan Translations about them translating like the beginning of the game, but that was like a year or 2 years ago, so I don't know if they're still working on that. Then its inheritable reads, it's so small. When attacking once per turn, if you have 2 or more black tamers in play, de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, and that's it. I mean, you need 2 tamers, though, so I don't know. I wonder what the Rio cards even do. Alright. Oh! Well, we got ourselves Biauzamon. It's actually a secret rare. I mean, that's pretty cool. I ain't going to turn down a secret rare. But then again, we don't have Biauzamon. We've got Biauzamon Blast Mode, but no regular Biauzamon to play him with. I mean, we technically do have a regular Biauzamon from the Cross Wars set, but we probably need the regular one. Strange, but this is a pretty cool looking card. Anyway, Biauzamon Blast Mode's ability reads, when this card is trashed from your deck, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. When Digivolving, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the highest level, so that is actually really good. Then your turn, for every 10 cards in your trash, this Digimon gets security attack +1. So if this is real late in the game, and you have a ton of cards in your trash, like Purple tends to do, then you can make this guy into a pretty big dude. And he's 15,000, so this is probably my first level 7 purple, so that's really cool. Alright, place him over there. So, at least the packs decided to give me one thing I wanted. Now I just need the other piece to that. I need, like, the Impmon line in order to play the entire thing correctly, though. I could play, like, the Biauzamon and Balmon from Cross Encounter with it, but I'm not quite sure how much more it would help. Anyway, we got ourselves another Kyubimon. Another Locomon. Oh, skipping a bit, aren't we? I mean, it's something we've already seen. It's Devigramon. We've already seen the Optimizer before. We've already... Wait, is this something different? Nope, it's the same. I was just reading the card that we got earlier. I thought it was High-Speed Plug-in B, but no, it's High-Speed Plug-in D. Got ourselves another Horn Striker. Got ourselves another Offensive Plug-in A. Got ourselves another Head. Don't really know how to describe the first word. I'm just so bad at pronouncing things, I just can't figure it out. Okay, got another Monodramon. Death Slinger. Man, this is really a copy pack. We got ourselves Calamon again. This is something different. We got ourselves Justimon Blitzarm. So I've already gotten Critical Arm from a different pack, but now we've got the regular arm. I don't know, do I already have a regular Justimon? I'm not sure. Anyway, he's like protecting a Coatmon, a Patamon, a Motimon, and what's that up there? I'm gonna guess like a Biomon. I see like the little wing, but this is throwing me off. I thought this was like a what's it called, a Gabumon on top of it, but I'm not sure about that. But anyway, Justimon's ability, or Justimon Blitzarm's ability, says, when Digivolving, activate one of these effects. This Digimon gets plus 2,000 for the turn, unsuspend him, or delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. I would say the unsuspending thing would be a whole lot better. Then when attacking once per turn, for each Tamer you have in play, activate this Digimon's Digivolution effect. So if Cybergemon is talking about you need 2, so you would probably already have 2 on the field to activate this effect. So you could unsuspend him and then delete a Digimon or give yourself extra powers. So this is not a bad card. And with Critical Arm's ability of being able to transfer into a different Justimon, since he says that in his own effect, you could run this with that and do, like, you know, do a pretty okay time figuring it out. Not bad, not bad. Alright. Whew, I love it when my nose sucks. Let us go ahead and open the next one. Sadly, I will not open this one on camera, just so that you guys don't see the awesomeness. I'm hiding the true power of opening card packs. That's for me to do and for you to, give me money to do. The money. We need money. All right. We got ourselves another Digimon. Got ourselves, it's just Lopmon again. We needed more Growlmon, so I'm going to pass up. I ain't going to pass up on that. The head, the bubbles. We'll have so many white cards from this pack. More than you usually have. Ice Devimon. Alright, we got something new. We got Caesarmon, being the evolution of, what's it called? Labramon. What is that in the background? I can't see. It looks like a cactus with a sombrero inside of like a wheel. Yeah, that might be the weird cactus armor Digimon. I forget its name. Is it just Cactusmon? It's a weird guy. He shows up in 2020, which is really weird since, Palmon's not supposed to become him at any point in time. But he does show up. I believe he's an armored Digimon, if I remember correctly. Maybe it would have been the Egg of Sincerity with Armadillomon? Not sure about that one. I'd have to look that one up, but anyway, pretty cool art, but it makes Caesarmon look pretty small. Then again, he is just the size of a dog. You see, you can see more of them in the very front right here. Anyway, the only thing he has is jamming, so basic and not super useful. But cool looking art to have a very different Digimon on it. Let's see, what? I've been placing blue over here. This is where multicolor goes. We just haven't had many multicolor ones, so not much of a reason to place anything over there. My throat goes bad. Anyway, we got ourselves another Horn Striker. We got Xiaomon, being the in-training form of Labramon and Caesarmon. I wonder what they're, also, you see a little Guilmon hanging out on a life preserver, which is cool. I wonder what Labramon's, like, mega is supposed to be. Because I know there's a Labramon from Survive who uses, like, the Dobermon line, and I'm guessing you could guess, like, it's mega from just saying that. But I've never known what Caesarmon's main, like, evolution line is supposed to be. Like, I don't know its ultimate, I don't know its mega. If this had the Dobermon line, I could definitely tell you its mega is Anubismon, but this is not the Dobermon line. Anyway, Xiaomon's inheritable says, well, this Digimon is level 4, it gains plus 1000 DP. I guess it's only meant to go to level 4 then, because you would only make Caesarmon a 7000. It just would be, this card's not all that great, not very useful. Alright, we got ourselves War Growlmon, or Megalo Growlmon. He looks different. Usually most card art show him with an open mouth, like screaming. This one shows him with a closed mouth, which is interesting. He might be on top of a building or flying up to a building, kind of like that first time he appeared. I had a VCR, or like just a tape, a VHS, that's what I'm trying to say, of the episode in which he did that, so I remember that. When you're a kid, around like the early 2000s, you still have VHSs, but since VHSs are going out of style, there's not many of them, so you don't have a lot of them. So if you've got them for Digimon, you've got them in such long distances of time between that you're just missing out on what's happening because you don't know. Anyway, War Growlmon's ability reads as such: when attacking, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. If you have a Red Tamer in play, add 2000 to that limit. And then its inheritable reads, your turn, add 1000 to the maximum DP you can choose with DP paste deletion effects. So pretty much the same thing as his main effect. I pretty much just summarized the second part of his main effect because you probably can already tell from that. So cool looking card. I'm guessing Guilmon and Gallopmon are supposed to be doing shit like that. And we've got Henry. Everybody remembers Henry. Momentai. I forgot what that's supposed to mean. It's supposed to be like Hakuna Matata. Just like, don't worry about what's happening. Come on, don't think about the responsibilities you have. You play Digimon. Anyway, Henry's ability says, start of your turn, set your memory to 3 if 2 or less. Your turn, when you would attack with a Digimon with Gargomon, Rapidmon in its name, you may suspend this tamer to suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Kind of the same effect as, what's it called? Takado's is, but just for the Rapidmon line and giving you a different effect. So, I mean, not bad. Green is meant to be based around you suspending your opponent, so not a bad ability. Alright, then we get Impmon. This is a rare. Impmon's like kind of hiding away from Psychmon and Patamon. He doesn't like friends. I don't like humans because my humans are small children who abuse me. I mean, if I were Impmon, I would understand why he didn't like humans. Humans were shitty to him for a bit. Until they were like, I'm sorry. And then he's like, you know what? I like gun. I will take this gun and kill Spaghetti Monster. Fuck yeah. Anyway, Impmon's ability says when this card is trashed from your deck, if it wasn't trashed by Impmon's effect, huh? Okay, maybe I just need to read more. You may trash up to 3 cards from your deck. Oh, from the top. I was like, just from your deck? You could search for things to trash? No, it just says from the top of the deck. So, then on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Beelzemon in its name, and I and Mako from them among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. If it wasn't trashed by EX209 Impmon's effect, are you... So if it's not trashed by its own effect, it can trash 3 more cards, but it doesn't talk about being able to trash cards, though. I don't see the target for that first part's effect. Because it doesn't say place them at, like, discard them from when you're revealing 4. It just says place them at the bottom of the deck in any order. It seems like this card's a little bit messed up. Maybe there's an errata for it that I just never know. Anyway, it's inheritable. Also, I think there's Toyagumon and I guess Gatsumon is in the back there as well. So he's just being a loner. His inheritable reads, your turn, your turn, while this Digimon has Beelzemon in its name, it gets plus 3,000 DP. So, not bad, not bad. But then again, I'm just confused on why that card says that. It seems like it has no target for that extra effect, and just... seems like there's a little bit of a mess up or a miscommunication of some kind. See, this is the one that's saved. I've been throwing all my stuff on top of the good pack, so I just forgot which one was the one I wanted to save. Alright. You see, we've been able to go through these ones a little bit quicker during this one because there's stuff that we've already seen. Okay. We got ourselves another Lotmon. Strange that we haven't seen any Devas outside of Lotmon, but then again, I guess they're not important to this one. Another Growlmon. Alright, we've got the champion form of Monodramon. We've got Strikemon. He was never shown off in the show, but, you know, he's been in other media before. He's like attacking a Flymon in the background and murdering him, so my kind of man. Anyway, I've always liked Strike-Germon probably the best, because Cyber-Germon looks cool, but he looks a little bit too sleek. I think Strike-Germon looks a lot cooler. I don't know, maybe it's because of all the belts and the weird metal pieces. Kind of shit that I like. Anyway, it says, when Digivolving, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck and add 1 Black Tamer among them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom of the deck in any order. Little bit weaker version of what Monodramon's effect was. And then Strike-Dramon, but I guess if you're playing Monodramon and you play it out, then you could just Digivolve onto this to just use the effect twice, pretty much. So it could be better when Digivolving, because that's when it affects. As Inheritable says, when attacking once per turn, if you have 2 or more Black Tamers in play, gain 1 memory. So the whole 2 or more Tamers is kind of imperative to this deck, to the archetype's abilities. Alright, we got ourselves more bubbles. I hate bubbles. Alright, another Ice Devimon. Another Caesarmon. Another Horny Man. That's just his name now. Another Labramon. Another Wargrowlmon. Alright, so this is Marine Angemon's tamer. His name was Kenta Kitagawa. You know, I would not have known that. I would not have known that. Anyway, he just looks like an idiot. His, dude, I don't know where I am. I don't know what he's saying. Anyway, Kenta's ability says, when you would play your turn, when you would play a Marine Angemon from your hand, reduce its cost by 1. So I guess it's a play cost of 10 then. Not much more helpful. Then your turn when you would play a blue Digimon. You may suspend this Tamer to trash the bottom Digivolution card of one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if the Digimon plays Marine Angemon, trash the bottom Digivolution card of all of your opponent's Digimon. So that might be more worth it to play a play cost of 10, but I still there's probably better ways to play it out than that. Then it says security, play it without memory. So not great. And we just get another one for our troubles. All right, anything cool? Oh, got ourselves another Henry. Henry. We don't even have a Terriermon. Even though I've got other Terriermons, I don't have a Terriermon from this stack. So we're going to need to get one if we even want to try and play Henry. Moment time. Fuck you, Terriermon. Kicks him out the fucking window. No, there is no moment time anymore. Henry's pissed. Takato sold him too much fucking rye bread, and he was like, ah! I would too. Anyway, we got ourselves another Strike-Dramon. Oh, this is something different. This is like the main villain, or at least the de-evolution of the main villain from the first Tamers movie. We've got Mephistomon, being a reference to, Mephisto, the demon. And his ability says, on play, draw 2. Then trash 2 cards from your hand. Not bad. And then his inheritable says, when attacking once per turn, you may trash 1 card in your hand to gain 1 memory. That's actually okay, since, purple is all about trashing. So just trashing to get further would probably be pretty good. Got ourselves the dumb card again. Just going to call it the dumb card. Labramon, Gorillamon, the Gatekeeper card or whatever. Alright, we got a new card. We've got ADR 03 Pendulum Feet. I don't know what... This doesn't really look like a pendulum. It looks like a puppet with hooks and balls. You know what a pendulum looks like? It looks like, like a thing going back and forth. That doesn't look like what that is. Weird. Anyway, it says, on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with D Reaper in its traits, and one ADR02 Searcher among them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom of the deck in any order. Yeah, it's like a weird Searcher card for the archetype, even though there's a lot of Searchers for the D Reaper archetype. So, just kind of a basic bitch card. Another high plug-in D. You may be plugging in your D, but you're not telling me. Another Kenta. Alright, we've got Parasitemon, being the main villain of the second one with Grand Locomon. He was the one that was kind of like controlling him to run into things and stuff, so interesting. Anyway, Parasitemon's ability is end of attack. You may place this Digimon under one of your Digimon as a bottom Digivolution. I think you can actually see maybe underneath, like, it attaching to Ground Locomon or something or whatever. Parasitemon is a very creepy looking Digimon. I mean, it's literally like a spider that is, like, attaching to the brains of Digimon, so very scary looking motherfucker. And then his inheritable, because, if he becomes a bottom Digivolution card, he's probably going for an inheritable play. It says security attack +1, and your turn. This Digimon gains plus 2,000 DP. If you were to do this, how would you play it correctly? Like, if you Digivolved up to it, then it would become a bottom Digivolution card. Do you trash the rest of the cards underneath it? I don't know. Seems like more words should have been placed on this card to explain its ability further. Alright, we got Antilamon, being Henry's sister's Digimon thing. And its ability reads, if you have Shuchong Wong in play, your Lopmon can Digivolve into this card in your hand for a Digivolution of 3, ignoring Digivolution requirements. So you can skip the champion and go straight to the ultimate. You should really, I guess, just be playing like a Wendigomon or that other champion, like the Data champion. I always forget his name. Chururimon? Tureimon? It's the bunny one with, like, knuckle shovel claws on it. And then its second ability says, when attacking once per turn, you may trash the top card of your security stack to unsuspend this Digimon. Seems really counterintuitive. I guess you could, keep attacking with it and just keep yourselves at even, but damn, I don't see much of a reason in doing that. Seems like a pretty Bad thing to do. Anyway, we got ourselves Sakuyamon. Don't got no Gallantmon, but we do have another Hentaimon. And the things that I care about are exactly this. Anyway, Sakuyamon's ability says, when Digivolving, unsuspend one of your Digimon. And for each tamer you have in play, return one option card with a plugin in its name from the trash to your hand. So you could just power up yourself with a ton of plugins. Then your turn, when you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 3,000 DP for the turn. So that's not a once per turn, so you could stack that and kill a Mega just by putting it down to 0 if you used a ton of this. Problem is, you would just need enough memory to keep playing option cards. But it could just make it easier to run over certain Digimon, so not a bad effect. Not a bad effect. Anyway, let's go on to the next pack. Oh boy, I wonder what's going to be in this one. It's got to be the Weird Jerry. The Weird Jerry, I don't know. I don't know its name, it's just the weird one. Alright, we've got Mephistomon. Just making sure that you can see this. Okay, thank God. Thank good old games. Now, why doesn't good old games have Digimon games on there? Mostly because there's no Digimon PC games, or at least not ones in America. Ground Locomon, Gargomon, Andromon, Gorillamon, the stupid Gateway, the stupid Pendulum, high-speed plug-in D. I do be plugging in D. Alright, Zalmon, another Parasitmon. Alright, another Impmon. I won't trash. Another Antilamon, so boring pack right there. Sped through the shit out of that one just because stuff we've already seen before. Alright. It's going to be hurting my back more and more just to have to stay up there and pull cards out because we're running into so many copies. Anyway, make sure everything's okay. Yep. Got ourselves another Gargomon. Got ourselves another Andromon. Another Cubimon. Another Locomon. The Searcher again. I would need like 50 of these, I guess. Fist of the Beast King. Alright, this is something new. Digivolution Plugin S. So it's got the Tamer thing where you can use it without color requirements, but its main is draw. Then you may Digivolve one Digimon into a Digimon card. Blah. I love that. From your hand that you can Digivolve for a cost of 3 or less without paying its Digivolution cost. So you could turn into, even some Megas ask for only 3. Like I think Sakuyamon that we saw a little bit ago only asked for 3 for its Digivolution cost. So not a bad effect. Then for its inheritable, it says, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom of the deck in any order, then add this card to your hand. I think Offensive and Digivolution are probably my favorite out of these plug-in cards. They are pretty damn useful. Oh, this is not green. Green's over on the right. Got ourselves an Optimizer. Oh, Kazu Shioda. This is the guy with Gargomon as his Digimon, and he's got a cross on his shirt for some unknown reason. It says, at the start of your main phase, if you have a Digimon with Cyborg or Machine in its traits, gain 1 memory. Then all turns when you have a Digimon with Cyborg or Machine in its traits become suspended, you may suspend this tamer to draw 1 card, then trash 1 card in your hand, and then play this card without its memory cost. So, I mean, good for like running a Gargomon deck, but I think the draw is really what I would want to go for that, not the gaining memory thing. Alright, we got Talmon, the ultimate evolution of Renamon. It's kind of just flying from the moon, but then again, when you see its Digivolution animation, it's not in 3D, it's all in 2D, and it has a lot to do about the moon, so. I really wish Talmon had a 3D one like Growlmon and Rapidmon do, but like, you know, I think it makes a lot more sense that it is in 2D, but you know, I don't like it that way. Anyway, its ability says, when Digivolving, you may play 1 Rika Nonaka. I didn't know her last name, interesting. From your hand without paying its memory cost. Then its inheritable says, your turn once per turn. When you use an option card of a cost of 2 or more, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 2,000 DP for the turn. More of that stacking down to 0. So, not bad. Not bad. Oh, we got ourselves Rio. Rio's even got the cards from Hyper Coliseum in his hand. I mean, those cards are also in the show, but I always just remember the back of them being from Hyper Coliseum. It's a fun card game. It's much better than the digital battle game, but I still like 2020 a bit more just because it's more accessible. But cool to see the time warping, parallel dimension hopping tamer himself, Ryo Akiyama. This isn't the original Rico, what? Not the original Rio from Anode to Cathode Tamer or anything. It's the one from Tamers who looks like well, like a fucking weirdo, but, still cool. Anyway, Rio's ability says, on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Dramon or Justimon its name among them to your hand, place the remaining at the bottom of the deck in any order. Then your turn, when you attack with a black Digimon, you may suspend this Tamer to have that Digimon get plus 1000 DP till the end of the opponent's turn. Then security, just play the card. I'd say the searching thing is a lot better than the your turn thing, but you could, just because it searches for Dramon, you could also use it in other stuff like Machine Dramon decks, so, or even Millennium Mon decks, since those use Machine Dramon in them. So, makes sense. Anyway, what's behind there? Oh, we got the Reaper. Is this the Mother Reaper, or is this just Reaper, I guess? Anyway, you can see Sakuyamon, Gallantmon, and Megagargomon, otherwise known as Saint Galgomon, all flying up to attack it. It's got no art credit, meaning that I'm guessing, like the rest of the Reapers, they're all shots from the anime. Or wait, that's not Gallantmon up there. That's Justimon. My eyes, I saw like a cape kind of thing, and I was thinking, oh, that's him. But no, that's a scarf. Yeah, I guess Gallantmon wasn't here. Anyway, the Reaper's ability says, when you would play this card, you may trash 7 or more Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your Mother D Reapers to reduce the Digivolution cost to 0. Then it gains Rush, and when attacking, you may place 2 Searchers from your trash underneath this Digimon in any order as its Digivolution cards to unsuspend this. That's pretty OP, but then again, the setup required for it is also pretty insane. The play cost of 20, you would never want to play it outside of the Mother D Reaper's ability it gives it. So, not amazing. Actually, I just saw the timer, and it seems like it's about time to stop for now. So we were able to plow through quite a lot of packs just doing it, since, the lack of cards, like the lack of diversity in the cards in this pack kind of result in you not having to, read all of the effects all the way. Just kind of skip ones you've already seen. So, next time on opening Digimon Card Game boosters, we're going to be, maybe we could even knock out the rest of the entire pack, but I highly doubt that. So, I'll see you guys next time.